This is Christina at Makeup Box FYI, and today I hope you're having a wonderful one. Now I know I typically review luxury beauty because I just tend to love how it applies and how it lasts on my skin personally, I should say. But I do love Colourpop. I have a little fondness in my heart for them because it actually introduced me to a wide range of colors, experiment with things I had never experimented before, textures, just so many different things, and they were so cheap that you could buy various things and play with colors and textures without it like hurting your pocketbook. So that's why. Now, one of the things that I have said on my channel before, I will sing it again, their excuse me, their liners and their Supershock shadows are great, especially their eyeliners. They are so smooth, so creamy, so vibrant, and then their Supershock shadows are super fun. The only caveat is that the sparkle dies down after 6 months. They just dry out. I mean, they're $6, so I mean, for 6 months, not bad, but there's some colors that I absolutely love, and I just don't want to stop using them. They're not available on their website anymore, so I'm going to show you today how to bring new life to your Colourpop Supershock shadows if you do in fact have some, or you're interested in purchasing some because maybe you don't want to spend $30 on, you know, a Smashbox or a Chanel, different sparkling glitters in various colors, you know, because you may not wear it that much, but $6, you can play with some colors that way, right? So without further ado, here we go. I'm going to show you, this is a Colourpop color I got recently. This one is called Polly, and this one is a ultra glitter Supershock shadow formula. Now, one thing you need to know is that there are different formulas for Colourpop Supershocks. They can have mattes, they can have the glitters, and then sometimes they just have shimmer. So this is Polly, this is a new one. So it's very creamy, which I'll show you. You'll see how they start to change over time. Very creamy, very sparkly. And then I bought this, I want to say a year ago, and I couldn't resist. It was the Disney Princess, and that was the first thing that got me with Colourpop. They had the Disney Princess collab with Disney, and I remember driving all the way to South Coast Plaza to purchase it from the Disney store. Yes. So anywho, this is before I knew they had like a website and all that stuff. I just knew it was at the Disney store. So anyways, this one is so pretty. It's Once Upon a Dream. It was the Aurora from Sleeping Beauty color. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to show you. But it has dried down. So as you can see, it takes a lot and it's kind of chunky. So I'm going to also lay that down. So as you can see, the color there. Now you would say it's not that bad, but once you put it on your lid, you notice that it's just not as flattering. And this formula, so this formula is the ultra metallic formula. Okay, now some people have said if you just wet your brush with maybe some Fix Plus, spray, la 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 la, you know, use this, pat it down, it'll help revive the color. That hasn't worked for me. As you can see, when I did spray it, like, sure, you can get it to kind of, but you see it's not as opaque as the original if I just use my finger. And so then I'm spraying my Fix Plus in the pot, like putting it on my lid. And so you see you can do it. Don't get me wrong, you can do it, but it's just not a very clean application. And so that's why I don't prefer that way. So I figured out another way to work it, okay? Come. Let's talk about it. I'm going to tell you some secrets. There's a couple things you can do. You can repurchase a new. Now it's very important that it is the ultra glitter option because this is going to give you the ultimate shimmer that you're looking to bring back to that color. Okay, even though this one was an ultra metallic, it's going to make it feel like it was before. Okay, that's one option. The other option is you use Urban Decay. Now, Urban Decay has had some issues with these moon dust shadows. I don't know why. I love the moon dust shadows. They're like 22 bucks or something, and they really are amazing. Oh, I'm gonna show you. I mean, I've had this, I want to say like a year and a half, and you know, the quality is just chef's kiss. Okay, it's just not, you know, it's just one of those amazing colors. So you see, still beautiful, still shimmery, still glossy. Love it. Now you could actually top one of the moon dust shadows and put it over top of the old shadow. Now, I will let you know, I'm gonna show you both eyes this way. When you do that, it will transform the color a little bit. So if you want it to be most true to color, you pick a new Colourpop in the ultra glittery formula that actually would complement the color you're looking for. So I'll show you, okay? So first I'm gonna show you in a swatch form on my arm, and then I'm gonna show you with one eye each. Okay, so I'm gonna show you which is which. So this is the original, okay, without any extras. This one has the poly, the new Colourpop shade, the ultra glittery on top of it, and then this one has the moon dust. So as you can see, the colors have changed. It's not quite as that peachy, pinky, bright color. It has dimmed down a little, but you can see you've added more sparkle, more life back to it. You see how it's a little glossier? Definitely with the moon dust, it's probably gonna be the most glossy, but the poly one is gonna be the closest to that original color because it is complementary to that color as a pink. You'd probably be good too with like an orangey base glitter, but I don't have a Supershock ultra glittery new one in that orange color. So I'm gonna do it on my eyes. We're going to actually layer this Once Upon a Dream with the poly on my right eye and Once Upon a Dream with the moon dust on my left, okay? And before I put my lashes and liner, I'm gonna show you, and then I will put my lashes and liner and go from there, okay? So the only thing I have on right now is just my foundation, my concealer. I have my Chanel bronzer, the old one in Sunset, and then the new Chanel Fresh Tint blush on my eye, on my face. So you'll know exactly what I'm wearing on my face. Link below. Okay, so I'll put that there. And it's taken a lot of effort to like scrape it off of the pot, where when I originally got it, like butter. It was like butter. But it changes over time, so it's okay. That's why I'm making this video, so we can bring it back to life. But this color is so freaking beautiful. I mean, it's like this pretty, such a pretty pinky, peachy. It's like the perfect coral. Okay, so I packed it on. Now I'm gonna use my finger because that is typically how I like to pack it on my eyes. To kind of, since I'm only going to use this eyeshadow, I'm just going to kind of bring it out, up and out, up and out. To just kind of, you know, blend those colors out so you get a little face, not just these just flat blank color on the lid, but you kind of, and these make really pretty one and done eyeshadows. As you can see when I'm doing, I'm just boop, 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 blending it out, making it most noticeable in the front. Oh, and it's such a pretty color. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm so glad I'm reviving these because I am definitely going to be using this more for summer. Definitely. Now we're going to put the poly on top of that color on my right eye. This packet, I just use my finger. Okay, so from the original to the one that I put the poly over top, do you see how it has brightened that? Now it's glimmery, it's shimmery again. It's not so dull. Now, if you like the dull look, then this would work, but if you don't, which is not the reason why I buy Supershock shadows, you see how this is giving it such a nice, smooth, new life, basically. Just revived it. So, take that, put it over top. So already you can see how it's kind of changed the color, and that's just because this is definitely more of a, it's peachy, but it's definitely on the browner peachy side. So that's why it's gonna give it that hue. I don't need to pack as much on because I don't want to change the color all that much. So I just took one little pat, put it there. So you can see between the moon dust and the poly, Supershock, right? But you can see it gives it such a beautiful new life. I know when I was originally noticing my Supershock shadows were no longer vibrant, I would search and scour YouTube to get some answers. And so that's where I came up with that Fix Plus. People would wet it, but for me, that didn't work. So if that didn't work for you, then hopefully this video will help you see the difference. But anyways, I'm gonna finish my makeup. I'll be right back and you'll see the completed look. And so this is the final look. I just threw on, you know, my Chanel lip liner in the color 512, and then I threw on my Chanel the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel, which is the volumizing mascara I've gone back to. And then I threw on something I've been waiting to wear. You know, I've been talking about trying to throw it in. I put on my Dior Cherie. Oh, this color, look at it. I'm actually gonna be featuring this also in another video coming very soon. And then I popped on a Chanel Balm Essential. I love this one. It is like a rose gold, and I just threw it on top of my cheeks and like on the tip of my nose, but it is so pretty. It's like this rose gold balm, and you can use it as like a highlighter. You can put on your lips. I've done several things. It is the most universal color, but it is so pretty and it really does last. So anyway, I want to show you my eyes. Oh, and I also threw on the liner I was telling you about that I love from Colourpop. So their liners are really nice. I don't remember which one this was, but I'm sure they have something similar. I will link it down below, as I always do everything I put on my face, but I just want to show you a close-up of the finished final. Remember, moon dust, poly. But as you can see, this color is, and Cherie with it, oh, this has got to be a summer vibe. I'm definitely wearing this as often as I can. But I hope this helped you in helping you restore your Colourpop Supershock shadows, if that is something that you're interested in. So you can play with the highs and lows. You know, I'm personally don't buy the luxury for the idea of being luxury. I buy it for the quality. So if I can find something less expensive that gives me something I really enjoy, I'm definitely gonna do it. Like, who wouldn't? So that typically is the only reason why I do so much, because it's what I own, and I've tried drugstore many times, different things, and it's not the same. It doesn't work for my skin and for my coloring and all those things. So that's why I don't really too much talk about those. But when I do find a hit, something that I love, I've been using for years, I will absolutely let you know, because we're all about you know, getting the most for our money and enjoying the products that we do have. All right, darlings, I hope you have a great day. And if you did find this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful week.